Hello and welcome to this episode of In the Clutches of the Cult. My name is John Gerdebed. I am the GM for this campaign. We rejoin the action as the group find Belliard under siege.
Pretty sure I don't. I'm pretty sure I only speak Goblin.
Goblin?
Essela.
Okay, now, question. Would a 5-foot line, if I start a 5-foot line from here and go down this way, would it go between my friends here, or would it actually would it take them as well?
It would allow them to dodge out of the way, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to move up here. It's all about this lady's all about positioning. I'm learning this.
Tactical.
And she is going to agonize our Scorcher, again using 3 sorcery points, 2 for quickened, 1 for empowered.
Okay.
Agonize our Scorchers is going to be at 4th level, because I haven't got time to get my 5th level spell slots back. So that's against the air elemental and the bugbear.
Firbolg.
Firbolg. And do I want to
well,
reroll any of those? No, I don't want to roll any of those.
The armor, slightly scorched armor of the air elemental just clangs to the ground. Patoris, it's a dex save. He does not make it just. So he takes 22 points of damage.
32 points.
32.
And with this light of the sunbeam still blazing in her hand, she is going to pose these 2 guys up here again.
Okay.
Because that's still up, and that's action. That's
con saves from.
Can I chuck an empower spell into that, or is it too late?
I think you have to do it before you roll.
Okay, that's fair then. Okay.
That is a 4 from this guy.
Why won't you leave my cabbages alone?
And then... Where's my bit? Not that guy. This guy. Con save.
Yeah, please, that'd be fine.
The big guy just explodes, and the side of the house just... and another stone just kind of pink, tink, tink, tink off of the building.
Sorry. My friend here will pay for it.
Yeah, the ice woman will pay for it, don't worry.
What? You volunteer me for shit, bitch.
Patoris draws 2 arrows out from his quiver. And fires one of them at Essela for a 21.
I would do shield, but that would just put it 21 anyway, so I'm going to say that hits, I'm not going to waste it.
So that's 13 points against Essela. And then against Luna, he takes a second, he lines the shot up. Does a... No, that's not going to hit. 13.
Oh.
Luna.
Badass sidestep, bitch.
And then it hits borrowed.
Oh,
fuck.
It is your turn, Luna.
I borrowed. Alright.
It's okay.
Oh. Okay. I think I'll do this again. Fling that at him. At that level.
Okay, that is... numbers.
Yes, it is.
Those are numbers. I can identify numbers. 21.
21. That is 21 numbers.
And then, because I really don't like this guy, and it's totally your fault, you brought the dog into combat, you're at fault. Seriously, what kind of an asshole puts their dog in danger deliberately? You are an asshole. Your dog is dead because of you. This is not my fault. I'm gonna hit you with more missiles, because you're an asshole. And is anybody gonna argue with me on this?
He just slams into the ground as the rain pours down.
Oh.
The guy looks out of his house and... My cabbages.
Cabbages?
Okay.
Cabbages.
Didn't touch the cabbages.
Cabbages.
This guy... Milo just says, no, he's pretty much an arsling.
Yeah.
Steel.
Sorry. Is there anything that can improve my chance to hit? Not really. So I'll bonus action branding smite, but I won't click it until we actually hit.
Okay.
And then I shall 13. No.
Nope.
And 23.
That one will hit.
So up. Oh, make sure it's not going to just kill him outright.
He's not dead yet.
Nope. And then
Not dead yet.
branding smite. I will have done that at 3rd level because fuck it. So 8 radiant damage.
With the flash of the branding smite, his armor just collapses to the ground. Ding dong.
Picks up a bit of the armor, investigates it, decides it's crap, and throws it on the floor.
You notice
not-
that it is
Yeah,
marked with the symbol of the cult of howling hatred.
Gross.
You sound like really nice people.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not.
Do any of us know about it? Would any of us have heard of it?
Yes.
Is that yes as in roll for it, or yes as in you do?
Yes, several of you have been there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we took out their entire tower.
Would I have heard of them and come across them within the last 30 days?
You would have probably... Yes, you're out of initiative now.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Okay then. What since I've encountered them in the last 30 days, what do I know about them, if anything? Mind feet.
You would have heard about them as... they have had a base of operations in Feathergale Spire.
Had.
Emphasis on had.
That bit you wouldn't know yet.
We totally killed that entire Feathergirl Spire.
Okay, now you know.
Now she does.
They've been doing experiments to try and blend the elementals, or to increase the elementals' power. You would have heard mention of them predominantly from the people that were chasing you. Probably before they were trying to chase you. When they were nice and trying to convince you to side with them.
So they're back for revenge.
Information to the group. Just
So they're
what
back-
little it is.
They're back for revenge, basically.
Yes, I came across these individuals wearing this symbol before. They tried to get me to join them. I said no. I politely refused.
They've done the same. But
Is it still tipping it down, by the way?
Yes.
is there anything on the furbold on his body?
Roll me an investigation check.
I'd like to check it. Because
Oh, are we out of initiative?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd like
okay,
to do some
cool.
looting as well, if I may.
Lunar
No,
being
that was terrible.
Lunar being exceedingly annoyed, just sort of rips the arrow out of her shoulder, stalks over, and just smashes the dog.
The dog just shatters into tiny little ice pieces.
May we short rest?
well,
Not
we
out
could
here, I hope.
we could go into the building, and just say,
There's
Kick this guy's door down. Fucking go time.
there is a tavern.
I
We
need to
did-
apologise. I need to
We did
apologise.
save him.
There's a
Do I find anything on the Furbolg?
You do.
Savages. Weirdly enough.
I find dog treats.
What's the name?
I mean-
What's the name of the tavern? Out of curiosity.
It's the name of the tavern in Belliard, Jeff.
No, I'm the one with a keen mind. I'm the one asking for information.
I'm the one trying to remember where the treasure is in the DMG right now.
Would you like...
If you can remind us what the name of the...
Of course, the name of the tavern. Actually, Tanny, do you remember what the name of the tavern is? Just out of interest.
There we go.
And
take
wet.
it-
Don't forget wet.
I take it
Barge
this
right
is the
in. Not
tavern.
quite. It's the Watchful Night Inn.
I mean, I do know that if things had gone incredibly bad for you in this fight, I had this guy prepared.
It's Freak.
Hey, that's not nice to see. Well, I take it that all the. all the
Can
people
we
in the
say
tavern-
he just like pokes out the corner and just like gives the thumbs up sign?
Sean, could you roll me a D100?
Slash roll 1d100.
Wow, 2.
Ooh.
On the Fearbolg, you find 1,300 silver pieces.
Whoa.
1,000. Where's my pencil gone? Where's my pencil gone? Oh god, pencil. 1,300 silver.
And 600 gold pieces.
Interesting.
100 gold.
It's interesting for a furbolg to have.
And
I know they don't like money.
you find a note.
And a note. I will read the note.
The note is written on a fine paper,
Paper.
fine tissue paper, and it just soaks away in the rain.
No.
Uh,
Nothing we can do about it now.
It is written on a very nice quality of paper, in a very good pen writing, and it just reads,
God damn it, Loki.
not that nice. He has exceptional penmanship. It's not that good. It just reads, make sure that our experiments wipe out as many as they can. Get involved as much or as little as you desire.
Got involved a little bit too much, didn't you? Slaps his dead face.
John,
Yes.
can I use my packed weapon to instead of like a sword or something, it just forms into an umbrella?
Yes.
1,000 and 600.
It is addressed to a Patoris.
Taurus.
And it is signed Eliza.
Ha! More like a loser.
I don't get it. And in terms of your gold, people, you get that for silver and gold.
So I take it that the Furbolg's name was Patoris.
Is that
sorry,
each
what
their
was...
steel?
Hmm?
Or is that total? Is that total or
That's how much you get each.
Oh, okay. Cool. Rad.
I mean, technically, there's 4 silver pieces left over, but
I have money for a change.
Steel.
Yes.
with your 26 in investigation.
Damn.
You also note that the envelope the note was in had a wax seal on it that he has broken to open to get into the envelope.
Yeah.
You
I would
piece
hope
it.
so.
You piece it back together again, and it is the mark of a raven.
Sounds like it's probably important.
I've seen this before. I'm assuming I've seen this before.
You've seen this before. This exact mark, yes.
I saw this in the house of a murdered mayor.
Let me see it.
Shows him the
I
wax
just
seal
rushed to it.
regenerated.
And then Sage is just looking, opening up the letter and everything, just making sure there's nothing else there. The Weaver of Fate. Darius the Raven Queen. Could that be it? It's connected.
But how?
I'm not sure. But this gentleman.
Dawn's pair of sunglasses.
It looks like we
Who
need
was
to
that?
murder some crows. Hey, what's the plural of raven?
It's ravens.
Ravens.
Conspiracy.
Uh,
It's a conspiracy.
I know it's a conspiracy of ravens.
No, it's a constable.
Looks like this is a conspiracy.
Who is that?
Hmm?
It's just some weird thing when we said that. Who?
Just one guy who's like leaning out his window. Sorry.
oh,
Do you
that's
mind? Do you mind if I take this? Do you mind if I keep
Sure.
this?
I mean, I've already got a copy of the symbol anyway.
Pass me the letter. I just need all the proof. I need all of this.
Pass his letter.
And then I just open up my book, and it's like a massive scrapbook of just other things in there, and I throw it in there.
Man, all of that is getting soaked because we are still outside in a rainstorm.
I have a massive cape. Let's get inside.
And at the moment, like, Steele's been like kind of leant over it, so he's basically being an umbrella right now.
Yeah. That big. Guys, I don't know if this is any. If we want to get more information, maybe we should talk to the civilians.
Can we go indoors, please? My dress is getting ruined.
Let's go in. First off, madam, do you need help pulling that bow, that arrow out of your chest?
You mean the one that I already pulled out before I smashed the dog?
It's just like, you're just holding it in your hand. Just.
You mean this one?
It's just a massive gushing of blood.
Yeah. I've still got an arrow in my chest, if that helps.
Struth, we need to get you mended. Let's just go inside and treat your wounds.
I have wounds.
I do.
It's just pulsating blood. Just.
My water skin is getting wet.
Let's go. We're going in the
Let's go
tavern. I'm
inside.
going in the
At the
tavern.
moment.
Go
You
outside.
you head inside the tavern, and I don't have a map for that one.
Oh, that's fine.
So I'm just going to switch over to this screen again. And there are a cowering group of... Milo sneezes loudly. Like that.
Exactly like that.
Oh.
There's a cowering group of civilians, commoners, bystanders.
Steele just kind of walks up to the bar and just slams his hand up. My friends require drinks.
And as they start to come out of the hiding, they see who has come inside, and just
Fear not, fellow citizens of this little village that grows cabbage.
Are they slow clapping?
it's a
We
slow
all-
clap
they're all
that
the
is
villains.
building.
Turns out they're all the villains.
Just imagine John, just
There is.
I think it's the slow build-up clap. The whole.
we have.
There is but one of me and a great many deal of them.
Our fellow citizens we have taken over.
Yeah, oddly, Asola is a corner of the tavern that is just empty at the moment. Yeah. Somewhere where nobody seems to stand.
Then losers, we're going shopping.
Get in, losers. We're gonna sit at this tavern and take a short rest.
Someone put Milo next to the fire. There is one with a blanket. Do you know what? I'm gonna take my cloak off and give it to Milo.
I'm going to sit down at a table, like try and brush off my dress as best I can, and look around for a serving person.
Milo goes over and stands next to you, puts his hands out, and starts to warm himself on the Asola.
I'm going to choose not to notice that. Just like
Big Hero 6, everyone just kind of flops on a solo.
Yeah.
I just realised that your heating is now solar powered.
Just, John, get out.
Okay.
And
I believe that concludes
Sorry, can the DM take 1d10 bludgeoning damage for that?
Psychic damage, we'd think.
Gosh, guys, you're so punnyful.
That's your punishment.
Oh,
Get out of here.
John, you're making it worse on yourself. I know where you live.
We all know where you live. I don't know about Kieran.
I'm sure I can convince the police that it is essential travel to go.
This is the funny place. That joke's too funny. I'm not going back to jail.
Look at the puns he did! So, yeah, I'll completely. They get truncheons out. Come on.
The tavern applauds. Bartender fetches you a round of drinks. He also fetches you all a fluffy
Medical
blanket.
medical kit would be nice.
Steel kind of like just if they put a tankard in front of Steel, he just kind of like shifts it to one of the others.
Let me see if I have any medical training, so I can actually help Luna with a search. If I do a medicine check.
I mean, I can just do
Right,
cure wounds or
there you
something.
go. There you go.
Never mind, won't need it.
Yeah, suddenly Milo gets a feeling like he's been here before in another life.
Really funny how everyone's going over to Luna when Borrowed is clearly the most one hurt.
I don't know about that. Asola's really
you're a
not
man.
looking great right now.
You're a man.
I
Get over
can't. I
it.
can't do anything now. I'm now officially tending to Milo Burrito again.
Yeah,
Yes.
Milo
I can't
Burrito.
move.
Yeah.
Milo the Burrito has finally been formed once more.
I think
I'm not moved.
this is the first time that Sage has actually taken off his cape as well, so you actually get to see a good look at his face. And the immaculate armour underneath, please,
So do you want to describe what we see when we now see his face?
Like it's like Squidward. He's just absolutely gorgeous. No.
Oh no,
No, he's young. He's in his.
I would love it if you had said that you take your cloak off and he has the face of a pig.
he's actually
been a
were-pig
all this time.
You may have not noticed Asola is breathing heavily and blood is starting to pool on the table in front of her.
She
This is
okay?
bad.
Seems relatively bad.
Sends out a spider to a solar and a spider to Borrowed to fix them.
I'm fine. I'm more concerned about Borrowed actually.
What is borrowed in the solar's health? Is it really bad?
I'm at half health.
Okay.
I'm
Not
at-
saying
I'm
something because I think I have the largest hit point pool out of everyone here.
Nope.
So who gets what?
John, is there a spare room that I can use?
They will offer you a room if you
can
ask
I
for one.
I would like to invite Isola and Borrowed to come into and maybe Luna.
Never mind. Steel has more health than I do.
See, okay. Whoever
I've got
has
the second most health.
You
I mean,
have
but-
technically you have the third most health.
I mean, unless we have a long rest, or do you think we know?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I could try something. I could do some medicine.
We'll
don't
have a short
worry.
rest, or long rest, because I think we're safe for the time being. Any questions?
Well,
Safe for now.
We've got a spare room. I've just used my
Time is it?
charisma. I've just used charisma.
What time is it?
It's by this point it'll be about midday.
You guys need rest. I'm sure that these lovely civilians will attend to your wounds.
I'm not going to take advantage of them like that.
No, no.
So sorry, Sean, you're healing.
Yeah.
So that was that the 14 to a solar?
Whoever's the most hurt.
And then the
8 to...
8 to borrowed.
Yeah.
So
Thank you very much.
that's 8 healing for borrowed.
Which I will take. Every little bit helps.
And
the
then
spider just crawls onto you and just starts stitching up your wounds.
Nice.
And then just as it's starting, it just goes with a little bit of antiseptic and it crawls up.
Is everyone sitting down then, or like some like standing up or anything like that?
Sitting down, yeah.
We're chilling, aren't we?
so
there might not be space in the thing.
We just saved a motherfucking village. Fuck it. We're gonna
They-
relax.
the tavern makes space for you to have a table to yourselves, but also Sage has a room set aside that he's asked who to go into.
I've borrowed and a Stola if they wanted to.
I feel fine. I don't know why everyone's... It's cool.
I'm-
It's safe.
I'm
Don't worry.
fine. I'm fine.
How's Luna looking, more to the point? How is Luna looking?
I don't know. As far as I know, no one's actually mended my wound, so I'm just standing here. The big old hole in my shoulder.
It's there's been medicine done.
I think you've been wrapped in a bandage.
Awesome. Should I up any of my health points
Not
then?
yet.
Because I'm sitting on 65. How much am I adding?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
You've just been bandaged.
Hmm.
Milo reaches out and pats you.
Oh, thank you.
Do I send out another little spider?
Milo brings up a good point. What are we doing now? Because we've technically returned the kids.
I think the best thing to do is ask the civilians. You know,
We
they
have
were
those two
there.
children, don't we?
Well,
Well,
no,
we
they're in the
actually-
tavern with us.
Did we actually bring them down into the battlefield, or did we leave them up on the castle?
They
we
ran
did not
to the
do.
tavern.
They came in with
And
us.
they're-
Oh
and
yeah,
they're
there is.
in
Yeah.
here with us. Did any people recognize these children?
The bartender will, and the children will also point out they recognise a couple of the people in the town. The bartender will say that he knows their parents.
And they're fucking dead.
Oh, it's fine.
They live on a farm on the outskirts of town. He can see that somebody takes them back.
Is there any reason why these sentinels, these machine with this arcane soldiers attacked this village?
Well, it seems kind of convenient that the kids that we saved are from this village that they attacked.
Exactly. So they must know more, or the parents must know more than they
But
are.
at the same time, the letter that the furball was carrying implied that it was just them testing their weapons.
Exactly.
So I don't think anyone here knows. I just think the cults are getting
Milo,
more.
Yes.
could you roll me a intelligence check?
I thought you were gonna ask
Intelligence
it
to
takes-
tame my hair.
I
Okay.
thought you were gonna ask
I thought it
for
was-
a
yeah.
check to tame the hair.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I'll give you advantage on it for.
Um,
I mean,
I'll
let I'll let the 16 work as well. Like the 16 would be enough, but hey, 24.
Hey,
When Milo is in a burrito, he gets advantage.
The thing is, the fact is that he dries his hair, which is really pretty bad. Like, when you dry your hair curly-wise, it's not good, so it's all, like, puffed. He made a terrible mistake.
You're part listening to the conversation that's happening around you, Milo,
Yes.
as you try to tame your hair and sit in a burrito with Borrowed.
Tell boyfriend.
You recognize the name of the town as something that you said when you went to the Feathergale Spire.
Okay.
You also recall that somebody escaped the spire.
Someone escaped the spire, huh?
There was somebody who let you into the spire who was not there when you came back downstairs.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I mentioned this to the people around me, quietly.
Yeah, there was that chick at the entrance, wasn't there? I forgot about her.
Oh.
I told her we were researching cults, didn't I? And that got her to let us in.
Maybe. It could be her.
No,
Is that the one?
That's the one.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's definitely the one then.
Did we mention this town for any reason?
No, but I think that she mentioned it, or someone who was with the group mentioned it.
Milo mentioned it to the group as where they'd heard of you.
Oh. Oh no.
That might explain why.
Why, we got attacked or something?
Why this town got attacked.
Well,
It makes sense. Put the things together.
If they thought that people knew about them in this town, they were going to wipe out the town to stop anyone else coming and asking questions.
that's not good.
And now that we've destroyed them and they've got no, shall we say, answers, they're going to come back with more. This was just an experiment.
Yeah.
I think we have to evacuate. I'm assuming we have to evacuate the village or something.
How many people are in this village, though? It's a pretty...
It's a sizable village.
You know what we do have? A castle.
We do have a large castle that they could.
We just
Well,
got, but we need to convince them somehow that they can come to us.
I doubt it would be the best option for them to all come join us, because rationing food...
I think they've just seen their village.
It will just be
They-
temporary, and we'll
everything.
just have to find another location for them to seek
As long as they
refuge.
bring as much supplies with them as possible, we can continue to feed them. We do have grassy areas that they could start farming on.
They've just seen,
Or,
they've
you
just seen
know,
their
we
village
could
get
just,
decimated. I don't think it'll take much convincing.
or, you know, we could go Home Alone style and just set up a shit ton of traps. I mean, that's an option.
I don't think traps will kill these things far. You saw how quickly these villages went down.
Yeah, definitely, especially the wolves. But hopefully they're not going to be something to worry about.
That's true.
Oh, damn it! That didn't go through.
I think
We can either try and evacuate the villages, or we can try and find the source.
either we evacuate the village into the castle and we keep them there for the time being, or we convince them to possibly take refuge in another town that we know is more well defended.
Yeah. Do we know which one will be closer?
I mean-
like, what will be more defensible?
Sensible?
The one we just came from, I'm guessing?
Red Larch is pretty
Probably.
well defended.
Red,
Yeah.
But it's on the other side of the mountains.
yeah, Red Larch is a few days' travel away, even by castle. That's by going straight over the mountain. Nearest to here,
Biggest one would be Yartar, I think.
biggest one you could send people. Where is? There's Westbridge just up the road. or north from there to tribal.
I think tribal would be the better option.
Is
So either we send them that way, or we take them there.
the best thing?
If you want these villagers to arrive there alive, we should best take them ourselves. It'll be quicker as well.
But how
And they
long?
can-
How long would it take by foot? Though? Like, well, how long would the travel be if they were to go by foot?
A lot longer than West Castle.
To Westbridge, it would take probably 2-3 days.
And there's about, what, if it's a small village, then there's going to be at least, what, 50 people here, probably? 50, 30?
This,
With
from what
children.
from what I've heard, this village is bigger than Westbridge. Westbridge
Yeah.
is smaller than this place.
Wait, so there's like more than 100 here?
He said sizable.
Sizable, yeah. So I'm thinking average 50 people.
Yeah.
That's like, that's kids, you know, elderly, and obviously workers. So we'll have a bit of a tricky on our side, unless
We could just take the entire town.
it's, you know, it's your castle. But I think
Lunar, we could take the entire town.
My question is, how big is this village currently?
It's not a very large village. It's sort of in the middle of nowhere, not really on any major trade routes.
Like by what feet? How much feet?
Feet. Ooh.
What's the population, basically?
No, she wants dimensions. Like, if
Yeah,
you were to
like feet.
go from the corner of one outskirt to the corner of another outskirt, how big would it be?
I'll try and find out
can
one
we,
moment.
Can we just send it all to the Feywild very briefly?
No, I was thinking of Mordekainen's private sanctum.
Oh! That's cool.
yeah, John. Yeah, don't worry about what I was going to say then. It's too long.
And
Jeff,
also,
any ideas?
what would be good is the fact it's at a high level, it'll increase the feet. So basically, if I use it by 5th level, if I go level or higher, it will increase by 100 feet.
Sorry, I heard my name being called.
Any ideas how big Belliard actually is in terms of square footage?
Public well, pond, stables. Hammersmith. Also, I don't know if I can give you this information as to the DM if you want it. It's not just the village itself. It's cattle ranches around it, so it's big farmland around it.
I mean, yeah, there's a fair amount of not the main body of the town that is farmland.
As for trade routes, if you want that information, it's on the Deathwind Road and the Stone Trail, so it's a bit of a trade route if you're going up to. It's a bit of a it's a trade centre if you're going north.
It's I think largely what we're going with is it's too large. Like, that spell could potentially cover the centre of town, like the town central area, but it won't be able to cover the farms.
The
Oh,
focus
what-
would be on getting people out rather than the actual buildings themselves.
What if we got everyone together into the tavern and just did the tavern with everyone in it?
But
That's
even
a
then,
private
private sanctum only lasts 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
We
know
don't know
that.
how. We don't know how long they will return. To be honest, they might be constantly coming and coming.
I suppose we could just stick around and kill them when they come back
However,
and make it
we-
clear
we
that
do
they...
not- We left no survivors, so it would take a while for the word to get back to them.
Exactly.
True.
But then obviously, if they know they're going to be dead, if they have no information, then they're going to
But
send double.
They wouldn't know that for another 2 or 3 days at least.
So, oh yeah, that is true. I think they'll be fine.
I
Did we not
say.
also mention Red Larch when we were there?
I mean, Red Larch is well defended, but it's a few days' travel even for a castle.
Well, no, I meant at the Feathergale Spire, like the first time. Did we not mention that we heard about
was
the Red Larch? Or am I just making
No.
things up? No? Okay, ignore me then. I'm just gonna sit here and cuddle with my very small boyfriend.
Oh, I know a few places.
Oh wait, is it
No, no,
official? Is it official now?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
They put it on Facebook and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook.
Oh.
So either way, we've got a few days to decide, but we need to know what these people are doing,
Mm-hmm.
and either help them do it, or at least get them started on doing it.
Do you want that in the open or do you want that private?
Up to you.
I'll do it in the open. Can I make that an intelligence check? This.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. Intelligence. Don't kill me now. 14.
Yeah, you would remember.
There is a fortified. There is a well-defended fortress. The Knights of Samular hold up. They defend a fortress called Summit Hall, directly south from here.
How far south?
About, again, 2 or 3 days directly south through the mountains, but it's one of the best defended places in the valley.
You know what we have? We do have a castle. That's all I'm saying. Got a castle. Can just, scoop them all up and put them on the castle and then just... A mind witness!
I'm sorry, it's a thing.
I'm blind witness.
We could take them on the castle, but we'd have to drop them off somewhere. I'd be happy to. I'd be safer knowing that I feel safer knowing they're
At the very least, we could possibly take them to the Knights of Samular, and they could escort them back with a contingent of soldiers.
It
Yeah.
would. It would be about a day's trip by castle.
Just a question, John.
Yes.
In the Storm King's Thunder campaign, which were the knights that were like heavily against tieflings?
Not the Knights of Samular.
Cool, that's
They
it. That's
were,
all I wanted to
they
know.
were
Thank
the
you very
ones
much.
at They were the ones at Helm's Hold.
They're
Lord of the
buttheads.
Right, yeah.
Can't remember the names of the.
They are the Order of the Gilded Eye.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
These guys are not the Order of the Gilded Eye. If anything, they're offshoots of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Ah.
So is the Order of the Gilded Eye.
Oh no.
The Order of the Gauntlet splinters a lot, apparently.
Hmm.
So what's the conclusion to?
I'm just putting it out there that Summit Hall is the best option, the best short-term option for these villagers, for now.
Well,
I
we
don't
can
see
get
why
them there.
not.
If-
We can get 'em there, yeah.
Then I will agree with the theme.
Can I just throw a suggestion out there?
Sure.
Is there any way we can rummage around the bodies, figure out where they came from, and just go straight to them and kill them?
They're not really They're not really bodies, are they, John? They're
The only one of note was the Furbolg, and the Furbolg only had a note about make sure no one lives.
They just turn into armor, or the armor.
Yeah, the only real remaining pieces are busted armor.
It
There
is
isn't-
possible that the knights may have heard something as well.
We didn't do We didn't do investigation on the armor, so
Yeah, like there isn't a way that we can like try to figure out where there isn't like a way to trail the magic back from where it came from, or like residual magic or something like that.
Not really.
There should be, because it's bullshit.
they just die and just that's it, done.
What about the Furbolg? Is there any way that we could like does anybody have any kind of tracking skills?
It sounded like that he was just there to just check, so he was just paid money. Think about it.
He seemed more like a mercenary.
A Furbolg
Yeah.
having over like 216 silver and 100 gold.
Can I get a closer look on the Furbolg real quick to see if there's anything I can
Yeah, go. I mean, unless anybody's brought him inside, he's outside in the rain.
He's getting
Oh
soaked.
no!
His body's still
Um,
out there, but
14.
Could I take his bow?
Yes.
Cool.
One moment, let me remember what his bow was.
Eagle bow.
It was an eagle bow, yes.
Keep in mind.
Cool.
Okay, I think,
That's why I need to buy a bow. No mind.
I think I might be
like
potentially getting a bow at some point.
Would you like one?
I mean, I need one because then I got at least some better offensive capability. But
Because I mean, I don't really have any use for it because Bard will sort of clap his hands together and just sort of spread them out and like just you could just see just a rainbow of weapons before he closes his hands again. Yeah. Just give me a second, and Bard's gonna bring the bow inside, sit down at the table, hold, put a, bring out a book that he's got marked, hold a pearl to his forehead, and hold a owl's feather in his mouth, and just sort of stare at the bow for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
is he okay? Is he having some kind of fit? I mean,
He's doing a warlock check.
right?
No, he's
'cause,
just casting identify.
It's a
Uh,
bow.
I know identify.
so
well, as long as he's
Good
okay.
luck.
Identify.
Milo.
Yes.
The Furbolg is not a Furbolg you recognize.
Yeah.
They appear to have lived. He appears to have lived a rougher life than any of the Krigerbros. He's lived in nature, and his sort of outfit is a patchwork of different furs. He appears to have been a hunter.
Okay.
Furbolgs don't really use money, do they? They're not really.
Well, the Cricket Bros do.
Yes, some are, but this guy obviously,
He doesn't
Yeah.
look like he would have used from his outfit and what he's carrying with him. He doesn't look like he himself cared a great deal about money, as he's not flashing it around at all. But it is quite clear that he was paid very well for this job, as he has that money on him, and you've split it between yourselves.
Money.
And yes, Tanny.
Yeah, do a little scribble. I scribbled to the Cricket Bros about any mercenaries near Belliard that you might know of.
Okay. Borrowed.
Yes.
10 minutes pass, and the owl feather gleams, and the pearl just... this is an eagle longbow. It
Cool.
functions as a +1 longbow.
Interesting. I give it steel. And the quiver of arrows.
thank you. I have a present.
You also have 20 arrows.
Cool. So it's just a +1 longbow, basically.
1 minute, let me double check that it didn't do anything else. Oh, yeah, the other thing is its range is doubled.
Oh! Oh, hello. That's a...
Mine now. No passes.
No back, obviously, but like, that's a 240 ranged bow, I think? What's the range on a longbow?
Normal. According to this, at least a +1 bow is 150 feet.
Oh, that's
So-
300 feet, you know, casual.
300 feet current,
Yep.
and 1,200 feet long range.
It's
That's wild.
it's a really long bow.
So what you could do is just pick up sharpshooter and just go, there's a thing in the distance.
there's something the next
Oh, there
time.
Hey, it's almost like he also had that feat.
Oh. Didn't use it very well.
He rolled an 18 and then -5 to 13.
Oh, never mind.
Let's have a quick look here. Yes, I can do that with it as well. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Hee 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 hee.
Uh-oh.
You're right there, bud.
It's the fact that as a battlesmith artificer, I get to use intelligence instead of dex or strength for a weapon attack.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very, very nice, Caesar-chan.
And I believe it also for the damage as well.
Uh-oh.
Yep, attack and damage rolls. So
Uh-oh.
so now that longbow, I have a +10 to hit with it.
Oh, not quite as good as he did then.
And a 1d8 +5.
Uh-oh.
What's the point? I think that is incorrect.
I have to admit, I always get a little nervous when John says, uh-oh.
There we go. Done!
Okay.
Okay.
You're not meant to steal the stuff I give the bad guys to use against you.
I mean,
Do you not know us, John?
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you not seen how many times they've looted corpses throughout this entire campaign?
At
yeah.
least you can test to instantly create a magic item.
Hell, John, you deprived me of a scrying orb when it came to a fucking Patrona. You can fuck.
Also, John,
Yes.
you kind of put this on yourself. You could have easily not given him that bow, but you did.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just having a look at the artificer class myself, and I'm just seeing very nice options here for it.
Yeah. Anyway, what would they get? What? What now?
Yes. Villagers Castle Summit Hall.
Who is going to try and persuade the villagers to evacuate?
Me.
It's not going to take much persuading.
Wait, has anyone got?
You just got to placate one villager about his cabbages. That's it.
Has anyone, your cabbages are lovely.
Great. Sage, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Yep.
You get up on a table at the Watchful Night, and you bang the side of your glass to call attention to yourself, and you give an impassioned speech saying that you and your friends have risked your lives to save Belliard, and that,
If you would all kindly fuck.
and that the threat has, for the moment, passed, but greater threat is coming, and it is time to leave before they lose their lives. And they pretty much murmur about themselves. The dwarven blacksmith just kind of grumbles under his breath. Don't really see what the point is about that.
gonna come back because some idiot told them that you guys knew about the cult. Trying to get rid of you so you don't tell anyone else about the cult. You actually know about it is a moot point. They want to get rid of you just to make sure. You can stay if you want and try to convince these murderous cultists that you don't know anything. But do you really want to take that chance?
And they agree that probably for the best to not be
There
here
we go.
if the bad people come back.
You just
Have they-
gotta mom them into the correct behavior.
You can grow your cabbages somewhere else.
That's the amazing thing. Cabbages grow pretty much everywhere, so, don't even worry about that.
And so they head back to their various homes and start to pack up the essentials for travel. And it'll take probably the rest of the afternoon at least for people to be prepared to leave their lives behind, at least for a little while.
I take it we're walking. I take it we're walking with them.
No, they're getting on the castle.
Oh, they're getting on the castle. Yeah, we're getting on the castle. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Who walks anymore,
I managed
dude?
to convince them
Who
without
walks? Well, commoners do.
rolling persuasion.
Commoners walk.
A couple of hours pass. And are you guys helping people pack, or sort of...
Why not?
You don't see it, but you see that with Sage, he's actually showing emotions and actually helping the children. He's just, picking them up and putting them on the griffin. If I can get them on the griffin.
Yeah. I would like to talk to the blacksmith if I may, please, John.
Okay.
Inside Sage.
What? What about Sage?
He's actually looking at you, knowing that you're very emotional. So
Milo's paying attention.
Paying attention.
maybe he wants some ice cream.
I would like to talk to the blacksmith if I may.
Yes.
Yes, hello, yes. I couldn't help wondering. I have this light crossbow, and I'm not really using it. I wonder what you'd give me for it.
Oh, well, let me have a look.
I'll give you 1 copper for it.
I wish there was someplace I could go to buy like a staff or something that would enhance my ice magic, or just magic and.
Did try the blacksmith. Yes.
Oh, you just hear Milo's yelling, by the way.
You couldn't just get a stick and enchant it, could you? Just freeze a stick. Done.
I'm sure that's not how it works.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think my friend did. Sorry, carry on, sir. Sir.
I could pay you 20 gold for that.
Oh, I was just wondering. You see, since we have saved the village, I was just wondering if we might be able to throw a little bit extra into that as kind of a thank.
Milo
offering 100 gold.
Milo appears to have a counter offer.
I'm proficient in it, so I kind of want it.
I don't,
Because I got rogue.
I just want to see what John does with this blacksmith.
Is he going to match 100 gold?
Yes, my friend here is actually offering 100 gold. Is that something you can match?
Fuck off.
No. No, that isn't.
That's more money than I see in a year.
Doesn't make any sense.
Do they know what a gold piece is in this town?
I have to make a profit if I'm going to sell it back again myself, you know. I can't sell it for... No.
Right, hey, I got a deal for you. Looking at the shopkeeper, and then he's so low. How about I give you the gold, so that way I'm paying off the crossbow.
You give who the gold?
I give you the gold, as she was planning on giving it to you to give it a profit. How about if I just give you the gold and I
You give me 100 gold for his crossbow.
Her.
Her crossbow. Sorry, Genasi, I'm a dwarf.
Not even a genasi.
What the fuck are you? It's a weird group you've brought to town. You'll pay me...
I know, it doesn't make sense.
I'm incredibly confused by this.
You'll pay me 100 gold for her crossbow that she is going to sell me for 20 gold.
Oh,
I'm not good at this. I'm not a businessman.
Wait, let me handle this. Let me handle this. No, you see, I'll sell it to you for 25 gold, and then you can what's the average price of a crossbow? You can sell it to my friend here for 30 gold.
But she offered. I can't keep track of your damn genders. I can't keep track of the money.
Just
But he offered me 100 gold for it.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes.
so
Don't question it, just say yes.
So I will pay you 25 gold for it.
Yes, that seems a fair price. I'm sure we agree that's a fair price.
Here you go. Hands you 25 gold pieces, takes crossbow. And then turns to Milo. Would you like a crossbow barely used?
Gives you 100 gold.
It's a steal and 100 gold.
Hands you a crossbow.
This is the part where Milo turns around and goes, "Actually, I'm not all that interested. Sorry."
Steele is kind of like looking at Steele is looking at this from a distance, going, "I really don't understand organics."
I asked if he has any arrows left.
I do, yes. I haven't used any arrows. Or
Give
you're
it to
asking
me.
I can sell you them.